us up here. There we go. What's up? Welcome to 520 Collective. I am Eric Boston. You're tuned in for a live interview. You can hope this live if you are drop your comments and questions either on YouTube or share us on Twitter as well. We are live there. But this live stream is being sponsored for 24/7. Check them out at tbk247.com. Lots of great coverage whenever it comes to Christian hip hop. Man, they got podcasts, they've got live streams, they got a lot of great stuff over there. Daryl and the team doing an amazing job. So make sure you check them out and shout out to the Bookkeeper 24/7 for sponsoring this interview. So, yeah, man. Like I said, Eric Boston, go to 520collective.com. If you are watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and give us a follow as well. But we're being joined right now by a fantastic artist and a guy that I'm lucky enough to say, hey, this is my friend, my guy Eternity. What's up, man?
What's happening? E, how are you? We got the Sonics big cup. Okay. I ain't mad. What's in the cup? I'm not hearing you. I think you cut out. Still don't hear you.
Oh, my bad. It's because I hit mute. I was trying to not let you hear me take a drink.
There
My
you go.
bad.
I'm like, what?
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
caught
what?
me. You caught me off guard. Say it.
So
Was,
what you got? What you got in the cup?
watered down root beer, man. It's kind of getting to the bottom of it. So
that do not
you
sound
know,
good.
right?
You supposed to make something up. You supposed to say something. Don't say it. But you told the truth. I respect it.
Well, you know, I mean, this is
it.
how we do it, man.
I respect it.
So yeah, man.
It.
Dude, I'm excited for you to be on here, man, and hanging out with us.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, man.
Yeah. Tell the people where you're hanging out at.
Right now, I'm in California.
Yeah.
So it's 6 p.m. in San Diego area, and I'm gonna be here for a few months, and just looking forward to this year, man. This year's gonna be a big year.
And you're hanging out in like a coffee shop, right?
Yeah, they got Adele behind me. I feel special, low key.
Are people like looking at you and like going, "I wonder what he's doing"?
Oh nah, they too busy doing whatever they do.
You should just like invite people over to set with you, man.
Yeah, that'd be funny. The way I walked up in here, though, people were kind of like, "Why is he in such a rush to get in here?" Like, yo, I need to get a spot to sit right now. But yeah, everybody's kind of chilling now.
That's
nice
what's up, man. Yeah, man. So, dude, I mean, 2023 just getting started, man. And you're already, doing your thing this year, man. We got a new EP right out the gate from you, the Dreamin' EP.
Yeah.
And we're gonna definitely talk about that. I guess before we dive into the project itself, man, why don't you just tell a little bit about Eternity, the artist, man? What do people need to know about you?
All right, so from Brooklyn, New York, I lived in. I'm gonna keep this as like the fast forward version, right? So I lived in like 5 to 6 different cities in my life so far. From New York to Miami, Tampa, lived in Nashville, lived in Dallas, lived in LA, Fresno, San Jose, and now I'm out here in San Diego doing some work. So all that to say, there's a lot of experiences, a lot of wild situations, a lot of great moments, a lot of bitter moments. You know what I'm saying? But so that's what you get from me as an artist, especially on stage. It's like it's my venting place. It's where I could say the things that I probably don't want to say to people in conversation. I could kind of deliver it in a cryptic way, you know what I'm saying, and still have fun with it, make it something beautiful. Um, Certain memories to just live on in music. So that's what I do. I bring all my life experiences from across the coast, um, and just a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of life, a lot of people I've met. You know, a lot of things that I've seen, and mistakes that I've done, great decisions. You know, just normal life that's happened. So you get all of that as an artist. And as far as just the music itself, like as far as um, beats or rapping, singing, whatever it is, songwriting, you know, I have like a pretty diverse history just with writing with people. Um, I've written all types of genres of music, band. Um, so it's just a lot. It's just a lot of gumbo. I got a lot going on, and little by little, I'm gonna try to dish it all out.
Yeah, man. So whenever it comes to the sound, right? Like, what kind of influences do you have? Like who do you turn to whenever you're trying to be inspired?
Okay, so depending on what we doing, like last year in April, delivered a project called Dreams and Schemes, and that is like bar heavy. I try to put some songs, like I try to put it in songs, bar heavy stuff. Like I was really trying to make sure I had the schemes part of the
Well,
equation
and
in there.
when you're working with Riggs, man, you got to, right?
Right? No, that's for sure. But a lot of people, no matter what beat they on, it's cat hat bat. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was tapping into URL. I was watching I was watching a lot of battles to just get my pen sharp again, just to get in that competitive zone, you know. So that was a lot of my motivation um, as far as rapping. When it comes to singing and those type of songs, I kind of jump to like hearing. I try to just listen to see like how these people are. Taylor Swift, even like these people, they're incredible writers. You know what I'm saying? And they have ways of just putting songs together. Sometimes simple, sometimes complex. Finding the right melodies. You know what I mean? So that's what I usually get my inspiration from.
Yeah, man. You mentioned last year's release, Dreams and
Yeah,
Schemes.
man.
That was one of our finalists for the EP slash mixtape of the year at the Wave Makers. So it's a great project. If people
I
haven't heard it, they
appreciate
should
y'all,
go listen.
man.
Oh yeah, man, 100%, 100%. But if people haven't heard it, they need to go listen to it because I mean, you worked with
Yeah,
Riggs for that. I mean, tell definitely plug it real quick. Tell people about that.
yeah, for sure. So the Dreams and Schemes EP was me and Riggs. Riggs produced all of the songs on the record. It's funny because me and Riggs, we were working prior to that. We were just doing like dropping singles, and he was doing a lot of my engineering at the time. And then the pandemic hit, and it got crazy. And then I started working again. It's just craziness. And then I was like, yo, we can to get something together. And I'm like, just send me 5 beats. Just give me some beats. I'm gonna pick 5 out of them, and then we're gonna just drop a EP real quick. And Rick sends me like a bunch of beats, and it's hard to just pick 5. But it's funny,
Right.
like each one that I picked was like, he was like, man, I tried to give this to this person, but they didn't take this. And I'm like, yo, they let that gem go. I need that. Like each beat is just like, and then I remember when he sent me the first beat I heard was the Nunya, which ended up being the single. They had the chorus instantly, and I was just like, yo, we got to keep going. I need 4 more. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, that was a special project, man. Um, and I like that it as far as like when I listen to it, I feel like there is a journey, there are stories, there's a lot of bars, but it's palatable. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's not just rapping aimlessly, but there's topics hit. Uh, there's gems. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so I think it's a dope project for people to check out, listen to, vibe out in the car. Um, but yeah, definitely a dope EP, man, for sure. I'm really proud of it. I got a lot of great feedback. Um, yeah, I'm super proud of it. Music video's dope. Nunya is out, so definitely check it. And I'm gonna be doing shows pretty soon, and we're gonna be performing that. Um, so that's definitely. It's still kind of like in the promo. I'm still promoting it, kind of vibe. Even if I drop the EP on Christmas
As you
too,
should
but
be, man. As you should be. So,
yes, we
uh,
still working.
I mean, it's amazing that you guys were able to crank out such an impressive EP with as much as you and Riggs dislike each other. That's just amazing to me. So,
Yeah, Riggs,
dude.
man, I want to run him over with a smart car. Riggs,
Uh,
Riggs is yo nah. Riggs is one of the only friends I have. He's one of the very few. I think I might have two people that I can say this about. That I can hit him up anytime and say whatever.
yeah.
And even if he's tight, he might be tight and hang up, but it's never like he's the person I could bond people. You don't feel like you could call. It's like, oh, I can't do that with this person. I can't do that. I could hit him up and literally be like, yo, wake up. I gotta give you an idea. What about this? And he's like, yo, the idea is trash, and then hang up. And I'm just like, I hate this guy. I hate him.
And then he
This
jumps
guy.
in the chat and roasts you a little bit, right? I mean,
Oh
that's just
my
see, that's
gosh.
the thing. I got to be
That
careful, man, and not make too
I
many
live for that.
references to what
I live
happens
for
behind the
that.
scenes, man, because people will be like, "What is he talking
Yo,
about right now?"
it's wild. Yo, he is a creative one. This morning I wasn't ready for that, but it's okay. I waved the white flag. He won that one. That was this crazy. I believe that to people's imaginations. But yeah,
Yeah,
Riggs
man.
is and he's talented, man. His bars is crazy. That was a good part too to the EP, making dreams and schemes, because I'm not only dealing with a producer, I'm dealing with somebody who gets busy with the pen. So when I'm writing my verses, I'm hitting them to him like, yo, what you think about this verse? And he's like, yo, the verse is tough. You know what I'm saying? And if it's coming from him, I respect that, because he's a dude that really gets busy. So I don't take it light. You know what I'm saying? And especially, like, I've always considered being competitive with my words and schemes and doing all of that. But when to release the project, I'm diving into battle rap. I'm looking at all these real heavy spitters, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm, getting back and getting the cobwebs off. You know what I'm saying? And getting back into it. So the um he was kind of like the guy that to kind of just give me, like, he was checking the temperature, like, yeah, nah, that's solid. You know what I'm saying? That's a good verse right there, and that's a good track right there. Yeah, we moving. So that was super encouraging, and the beats was fire. It was right in his vein, those type of beats that he loves to make, real gritty. And yeah, we got busy on it, man. We definitely got busy on it for sure.
Yeah, man. And I can't let you just casually mention Nunya without talking about it just a little bit more, man, because I didn't know you until we got in this chat together, and then Nunya, I think, was actually the first record I heard from you. And dude, it's not just a record, man. I mean, you made an anthem with that song, dude, and then you've turned it
I
into
appreciate it, man.
and you've turned it into this like driving force behind, you know, not just what you're doing with music, but what you're doing with like apparel and merch and stuff. Um, give
Yeah.
us a little bit of that background to that record, man, and just what is
So
so powerful about it, you know?
yeah, a lot of things that happen. Um, it's almost like the prize or the destination is pulling you towards it, but you don't really know what's going on. You're just kind of going with the flow. And I'm just kind of, as the ideas come, I'm just like, oh, this works. Oh, this works. And I just keep working it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said before about we're still kind of pushing this EP like it's not over. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like the things with the merch, it's crazy. Like for some reason, when I first heard the beat, I'm in the car, and I just as soon as I heard the beat, that's just like literally the first thing that came out my mouth was none of your business. First thing that came out my mouth, and I was just in the car. And it just felt good in the car. So boom, we laced the record down, and then I'm starting to. I don't know why I'm just looking at. I guess I don't know what it was. Oh, my homeboy Cornelius. His name is Norez. He got he rap too. Solid artist. You should definitely interview him. He has a powerful testimony too. So he was telling me about merch because he's really good with merch and selling stuff. So I was like, yo, I need to start making clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like get the merch ready. So then when I started messing with just letters and names, I thought, you know what? We're gonna make a piece of apparel for every song on the EP. There's 5 songs. You know, we got Nunya, God Center, Mama Loves Me, and Dreams and Schemes. We got Dreamers and Schemers sweaters. So then, like, just seeing the Nunya on the shirt, it just looks so dope. I wish I was wearing one now. It looks so dope. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, yo, what's that? Like, that looks cool. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of took a life of its own. And this coming year, when I start to do a lot of the stuff that I got planned, especially with like college tours and stuff like that, we're gonna see a lot more blossom with the merch and the clothes.
That's what's up, man. And then you do have a connect, or it seems like there's a connection anyway between Dreams and Schemes and the new EP as well. Whenever it's called Dreamin', and you got Dreams and Schemes, but they are 2 very different projects as well. But whenever you were
Totally
telling me that,
different, yeah.
when you told me it was coming, though, I was excited, man. I was looking forward to it because Dreams and Schemes was so solid, right? That bar had been set for me as a listener. I was like, okay, my guy's got to bring it here. So, talk a little bit about, like, so is the name, does it connect back to last year's project, and kind of just the direction sonically that you took on this new project, man?
Yeah, so the idea of Dream, what that's about, just the concept of it is everything that you want or an artist desires. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to get maybe you want a chart, maybe you want to tour full time, maybe you want hey, maybe you want to get a Grammy, maybe you want to get that feature or that acknowledgement from that artist, or maybe you just want to show that you can do it. Whatever it is, that's the dream inside. Whatever your dreams are as an artist, then the scheme is how you get there. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of both. So the scheming is more rapping. It's always going to be the rapping side. The dreaming is going to always be more, I think, pop records, more commercial records. You know what I'm saying? More radio friendly records. So with this EP, with the Dreaming EP, I did a different route. I kind of went the radio route. I dropped a few records where I'm singing on it, on some Afro beats, and I'm getting a lot of love from that, you know. And I just want the idea of it. There's so many things that you try to accomplish at the same time when you work. It's not like I have an endless budget to do a bunch of stuff. So you try to do little things strategically to keep fans aware that there are certain things that you're able to do, and I don't want to hold off too long to release a singing project or something like that. Now it's like, yo, nah, we're gonna do that right now. So just let people know this is what could possibly happen. Like he's gonna be rapping for sure, but then I'm definitely gonna be chasing those radio records. I love singer-songwriter stuff with instrumentation, all of that. So that was so yes, both projects are connected. Dreaming is always going to be like the pop kind of vibe.
Yeah, man. And so there's three songs on the EP. The first one is the title track, and it's the lead single as well. You dropped a visual for it, man. Like, talk to us about your goals as you went in and started creating that record, man, the Dreamin' single.
So okay, and I have to always keep it in scope, dreams and schemes, because it's the reason I came up with dreaming. So just even as a marketing thing, it all kind of ties together. So when I had dreams and schemes come out, it's so rap, and grungy, a lot of radio friendly songs on there. Um, I had a lot of people give me great feedback, and I felt like, and I never got this said to me, but I felt like, man, like I think I still need like a more commercial type of vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like more commercial, like radio friendly music. And I already know that I love to make songs like that no matter what. Like I love all types of music. So that was the challenge for me. And it was more so, and that's another thing that ties it all together, is that everything is more so a challenge. Like, can I do this? Dreams and schemes is a challenge. It's like, yo, it's good. You know what I mean? And make songs with schemes in them. Now with this,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, can you make a radio record? Like, can you make a banger? Can you sound good singing on a track? Like, can you make something that sounds good, feels good, and feels natural, doesn't sound forced? Um, put your heart in it. Don't just put some random stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those are every song, no matter where it's at, Dreams and Schemes or this Dreaming EP. These are personal. Like, I've lived pieces of each song. Like, these are serious. You know what I'm saying? So, um, so that was the drive and motivation behind it. It was to challenge myself as an artist, and it's to set the stage of what'll be coming up from me in the future.
Yeah, man. And even when you look at like the video for Dreamin', right? And you contrast that to the video that you released for Nunya, man. I mean, there's that very different feel to it, right? Like Nunya is hard hitting, it's darker, where Dreaming is, it's lighter, it's a little more easy feeling, to the video with it, man. Like, I'm sure that was intentional, man. Like, how do you go about just preparing and getting that image that you have for the music videos to come to life?
Well, okay, so I'm not gonna front like I planned everything, but I will say that that's how like sometimes God be working it out. Because the music video for Nunya, it was like we had different, like I know I wanted the street like to be outside and rapping at night and that whole thing. Um, but I didn't know that it would have came out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain, it's just things that you don't really imagine. The Dreaming video, I know I wanted it. The challenge or the thought process wasn't necessarily was about like the lighting or just how it looks in contrast to the Nunya. My focus really, I was more pressed about how do I make a video that doesn't have a shorty like, you know what I'm saying, dancing on her hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to seeing
Yeah.
crazy videos. So it's like I wanted to, and you gotta think like, how do you make a romantic video fun, um, visually appealing without it being kind of crazy? You know what I'm saying? So I try to make it, I just try to make, and then I thought about, I was just thinking like, yo, what are we gonna do in this video? And then I thought, why not do what we, and I want people to go watch the video, but like, yo, what do couples do? Like hopefully they have fun and they enjoy each other's company. You play games, you know what I'm saying? Just make it fun. So I wanted to have that aspect in there. Um, so, and shout out to Jada for being the model. But it came together awesome. And Pamps did the video, and he killed it, man. I ended up I edit all my videos, but Pamps was doing all the visual work, like cinematography, and but yeah, that's how it all came together.
Yeah, man. And dude, honestly, I think the just the overall look, the aesthetic, and the high quality level that you take whenever it comes to these visuals. I mean, it's clear, it's easy to see in both Nunya and Dreamin', man. And I think that's part of what kind of draws me to you as an artist as well, right? Like I see that you have this expectation, right, for quality, that maybe some people might say is missing a little bit, especially when it comes to independent artists within Christian and rap, right? Sometimes we're just like, well, this is what we
Right.
can do right now, and that's fine, but um, like I guess just how important is that for you, for everything that you put out to reach that specific standard, man, and represent you and your brand well? Like, if it didn't come out up to par, is that something that you'd be like, nope, nope, can't use this, even if you maybe put that time and energy into it, right?
Right. Yeah. Like yeah, that's a big deal, and I really feel for artists who can't afford to, because none of this is free. So you know what I'm saying? It really sucks that if you don't have if you don't have a budget to put things together, that's gonna hurt. So for me, it's really important. Um, it's important for me to feel good about the things that I release, but also once you release one video, like you gotta either match that or get better with the quality. And then I got some people that follow me, important people. You know what I'm saying? Who I know are keeping an eye on the things that I'm doing, and they want to see how far am I gonna take it. Like when I said I was gonna drop an EP, and I said, yeah, Dreams and Schemes is coming out. Yeah, that's cool. Everybody could drop that. Everybody could do a CD or whatever. But let's see how it sounds. So wait, well, let's see what the visuals look like. Oh, word, you did merch too? Let's see what the merch look like. So everything is kind of like, dang, the merch is hard. I got a lot of people hitting me up about the merch. Like we sold pretty good. And I wasn't even promoting it like that. You know what I'm saying? So when this video came up, and just the topic of it, it's a love song. It's about a person that's dreaming about this person. You know what I mean? And it has to be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So not only does it have to be quality wise just as good as Nunya, but it has to be beautiful just for the sake of the music. Oh, and Matt Wise engineered everything, mixed and mastered everything on this Dreaming EP. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have released it. So that's to your question, the mixing and mastering my vocals and making sure I sound on point. If he
Yeah,
didn't
man.
finesse it the way he did, I would have never released the project. That's for real, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and you did talk about how this project does focus in on kind of that romantic aspect of life, man. But I think, um, there's always kind of that fine line to walk whenever you're doing it from a Christian, like foundation, right? Of, okay, is there a
Right.
line that we can cross, or is this coming off cheesy? Like, how did you deal with just like saying, hey, I don't want to necessarily compromise the faith, but I also want to do this, romantic part of life justice with this project?
Right. So for me, I've been writing music for long enough that whatever comes naturally, um, usually is pretty like clean enough to be listened to. You know what I'm saying? No matter how creative or dope it might be. Um, and I also try to be honest to myself to where I'm at. And so yeah, if I take a girl out, I'm definitely like trying to woo her. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to impress a date. Um, I'm super bold when it comes to dating, and like if I'm trying to holler at a girl, I'm gonna be super intentional about it. I'm not shy about it. Um, and so and those aspects of my personality, I want it to come out in the music authentically. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, like me being single, if I see a girl that I think is attractive, or I'm like, yo, I want to know what she's boldly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not scared to do it. I'm not ashamed to do it. And if I get a chance to take her out, like, yo, I'm putting my best foot forward. I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Oh, um, like, romance is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with that. So I try to put that in the music. The music, the song "Get Down" is more. So dream. Just to give you a synopsis, dreaming is more the idea. Like, maybe you've seen somebody and you're like, dang, like, who's that? You know what I'm saying? Then you get to the get down, and that's the courting phase. Like, I'm trying to impress this girl. Like, I'm taking whatever she wants. Like, I got it covered. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then the final twisted, which was crazy, is like the breakup possibly, like, some things don't last because, there's just there's like, we all have so much baggage. You know what I'm saying? We come to situations with baggage, and unfortunately sometimes our baggage gets the best of us and things fall apart. So twisted is it's kind of like that. Like, the whole EP is like a quick little roller coaster ride.
Yeah, man. And you talked about kind of the difference, playing with the different sounds. Even though it is a very short project, just 3 songs, each song does have a distinct feel to it, man. Talk about
Right.
those other two just a little bit more, just like, kind of like we did with Dreaming, where, talk about those sonic approaches and how you heard them before you went in and actually, executed.
So okay, so shout out um, to my boy Saiwan, who he produced the whole EP. Oh, and Riggs co-produced Dreamin'. He did the bridge, so I'm really grateful to him. That's another one, man. I called him up like, yo, I need help. Yo, I need a bridge. Yeah, do it. And he locked in, man. He did it for me, man. And I'm so happy about it. So I'm always happy to that he's a part of this project. But anyways, so Get Down, man. When you hear Get Down, it's a very, like, man, I wish I had another word for this, but I don't, man. It has a very fly, swaggy vibe. And
Yep.
and that's the feel it gave me. Like, when I heard it, it was just so fly. Like, and I would imagine that if you're taking a girl out, you better feel like this. Even if you're nervous, you gotta feel like you're confident in what you're doing. Like, you're gonna take this girl out, you're gonna show her a great time. When you talk to her, it's like it's gonna be a dope moment. So um, that's the vibe that I got. You know what I mean? As soon as I heard it, it just has that amazing swaggy vibe. So Get Down was cool, man. When I got it, I said, oh my gosh. And I sent stuff to Riggs to hear, and I'm like, yo, what you think of this? And he's like, yo, this is a fire beat. I'm like, I know. So yeah, we got to it, man. Just me and Saiwan, we locked in. It was, and I write everything myself, just in case people get it twisted. I use myself. Um, but yeah, so I got busy on that. And then the twisted, twisted. I try my best to do something that's super heartfelt. You know what I mean? Like, something that's meaningful. I drop some gems, something I could like a lesson. You know what I mean? I try to have a song
Yeah.
on every project that just has that. In Dreams of Schemes, it would be Light of the Dawn for sure. And for this piece, it would be Twisted. And Twisted, man, it's just like it's a bittersweet. You know what I mean? It's just, and the theme of it is just about lies. We make we paint these images of ourselves, and we portray and carry ourselves a certain way, and sometimes that's not really who we are. And after a while, it crumbles. That fake facade crumbles. So that so that song, that's what that's about, man. And it just that's the first thing that came to me, man, when I heard that beat on Twisted. It just felt like more of a meaningful place to be. So that's the approach I went with it.
Yeah, man. And I'm always paying a little extra attention to projects that drop early in the year, right? Like, I'm always like, okay, these are going to be the albums that set the tone for what I'm going to be expecting as we go throughout the rest of the year. Like, how do you see Dreaming fitting? Like, what's its place in the like Christian rap landscape for 2023, man?
Well, I hope, to be honest, I hope that it doesn't just affect the Christian market, but also affects like all like secular industry as well. Because um, most of the people that follow me in the industry, they're all secular. Like I don't have that many Christian artists that follow me, but so I hope that song, as we push it out, that it could be like a good little around Valentine's Day. That'd be a little vibe for you. You know what I'm saying? Summertime. It has that tropical feel. You know, you got the Afro beats. It sounds like a nice little vacation. So hopefully, people will still be bumping it around that time. And I hope it could be that. I hope it could be a sweet song for Valentine's Day, and definitely a little joint for the summertime.
Yeah, man. And so now that now that Dreamin' is out, man, what do you need people to go and do, man? What's the next steps? Where are we going with it, man? Because now that it's out doesn't mean that we're done, right? So
For
what's
sure, for
next
sure.
up?
So right now, I am revving up to do some college tours. That's a big deal. And I'm also just linked up with my DJ, and we're about to start, just practicing, getting our sets together. And I'm going to be doing shows and promoting. So it's going to be the long game, the marathon. So for the people who want to support, definitely check, share the music, check the video, share the video, and buy the merch. Like if you find something fly that you like, we got beanies, we got caps, we got mugs, we got slides. Just check it out, and it's all dope. Like I'm really proud of what we were able to put together in such a short amount of time. And I was putting in hours designing it, like thinking about, okay, this looks good, that's going to be the standard, and just kind of moving with that, you know what I mean? And just coming up with new ideas for logos and stuff like that. So, just like the music videos, you're going to get something quality. You're going to you can tell right. And that's it, man. Just continue to share it, listen, and I'm just going to keep it moving.
Yeah, man. Where do they need to go, man, in order to support? Where do they follow you? Where do they buy that merch? All that good stuff.
Got you. So if you go to godfirstent.com, everything's there. God First ENTN, this number one ST, GOD, the number one ST FM at no STENT at G at I'm saying my said at the same time. GodFirstENT.com.
Yeah, man.
That's it. I was about to let you have my social security number. I'm about to go crazy. Now, if you see the right here, I think you see it right here. That's my Twitter. That's my Instagram. And on my Instagram, the link in the bio, it has everything there. You can get my Spotify. Follow me there. Follow me on my Apple Music. And definitely follow me on Instagram. TikTok is the same thing. Everything's the same thing. So check in with me in the next couple of months. Weeks to months, you're gonna see a lot more footage, practice footage, and then we're gonna start posting dates too.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. And I know that. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I know that this is not the last music that we're gonna hear from Eternity this year. So you guys are gonna want to make sure to follow. So
for sure.
It will
and just
put
a heads up, like
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, just a heads up, like so. When I was gonna put out Dreamin', I was gonna put out 2 EPs at the same time. I was gonna put Dreamin' and Scheming out at the same time, rapping and singing. But I just wanted to focus all my attention on making sure the video was tight and everything, and the time restraints, that we just had to do it one by one. So in the next couple of, maybe by April, before April, the scheming, and I think it's gonna be like 4 songs or something like that. So it's already pretty much done. It's already written and partially recorded. Me and Riggs just got to get back in, just to tighten it up, do some minor editing, and then we'll release that.
Man, tell Riggs to quit being lazy, man, and get on it.
I know.
Come on, dude. I'm putting it solely on his shoulders.
He's a bum.
Right?
Nah, he's always working.
Riggs, you're killing us, man.
Always working, man. He's always working, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to get him back on with us at some point. Maybe when Scheming drops, we'll get both of you out here with us again. So
yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you. If they don't know, they need to start figuring it out, man, because you are a beast, dude. I will wave that flag as much as I can, you know. So I appreciate you, man. So.
I appreciate you guys, man. You know, independent artists need places to explain themselves. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, talk to the people. So I appreciate the platform. Appreciate what God's doing. And just this year, man, let's take it to a new level.
Yeah, man. So, guys, go support, follow GodFirstENT.com. I'll end up putting it in the description after we get done with the live.
Please
so
do.
You'll be able to have that link. And then, of course, check out 520collect.com. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Telegram. Join our newsletter on Substack. All the stuff, man. But it's all at 520collect.com. We appreciate everybody. We're doing this for indie Christian culture. Let's go.